The Schwebebahn officially opened on the 1st of March 1901 and holds the record for the oldest elevated railway with hanging cars in the world. Located in Wuppertal Germany, I went to visit this engineering marvel. I hopped on a train from Cologne and 30 minutes later I was in Wuppertal. From the main station it's a short walk to the hanging railway. The trains are rather frequent at around 3 to 6 minutes wait time. Sitting and looking out the window on the train is quite a nice ride experience. You feel like you're soaring over the river, which most of the railway is located over. The ride is relatively quiet for a train that is so old, and as someone that is familiar with the London Underground, it is at the point where my earbuds don't seem to do the trick with the screeching tracks as you clatter through the tunnels. The hanging railway takes around 1 hour in total to travel the 13-kilometer length from one terminal all the way down to the other end and back again. When it gets to one of these terminals, everyone's asked to depart the train while it does a tight turn and then people can reboard. I didn't really get to film many angles out of the train other than straight out the back. From the front window you do get a nice view over the driver's head, but there was this semi-dark transparent perspex glass. Looking out from the sides of the train, the buildings are rather close, so on camera everything just looks a blur. When I first boarded the hanging monorail, I rode it all the way to the west. I was surprised by how packed the carriage was and I wasn't able to get a seat. It was just past 11 AM, so it wasn't exactly rush hour. This was also a reminder that the Schwebebahn is not just a tourist attraction, it's a part of the local infrastructure. After reaching the west terminus, I reboarded the train, and it was still quite full, but at least this time I was able to get a seat near the rear. I then rode the monorail all the way to the east. I think the eastern part of the ride was overall nicer. It may be because it was above the river. I reboarded and this time I finally got the seat I wanted, right at the back next to the floor-to-ceiling window. I rode the train back to the station in the centre of town. Side note, it struck me as odd that there's actually no kind of modern health and safety stuff. Hear me out, at each of the monorail stations you can just walk off the edge of the platform. There's no barriers, nothing fancy, it's just a sign saying not to walk off the edge. As far as I read online, over all the years this monorail's been operating, no one's walked off the edge. I guess it's just common sense not to walk off a 10-meter high ledge. I don't know, I just don't think this would be a thing if it was built today. Honestly, it's thanks to Tom Scott and the Tim Traveller for making their videos on the Schwebebahn that I went to go and see this in person. Both their videos are the reason that I took a detour from the sightseeing of the Cologne Christmas markets to go check out this charming old monorail. The hanging monorail is a delightful little ride, and I think it was worth going a little bit out of my way to go and see in person. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.